Well, COVID-19 has certainly seen many in the primary sector become very innovative and, dare I say it, pivot from what we have traditionally status quo been doing to grow, process and market our food and fibre. Now, it's of course important that we take time to stop and celebrate success, something that sometimes we fail to do with our head down, bum up Kiwi attitude. I'm joined now in studio with Innovation Director Wim de Koning here at Blinc, of course, where we broadcast every night of Sarah's Country. Wim, thank you so much for taking the time to have us.
You're very welcome.
To start with, here at Blinc, it's been an absolute pleasure and privilege to be broadcasting from here, especially over lockdown when we pivoted ourselves. Can you tell us a little bit more about Blinc and what you do?
Yep. Blinc is an innovation hub. It is part of Lincoln University. And basically the concept is quite simple. We try to connect people, and we do that by, for example, talking to you tonight, this evening, and then hopefully the people that are listening and watching us. But we also do that through our events. So this week we hosted Damien O'Connor from the Minister of Agriculture. But we also do that by raising large topics, talking about on-farm innovation, talking about large topics where we try to create this neutral ground where we actually talk about this. And the nice thing about this, when people come together and they are joined by a topic, they start to talk. And we are funny creatures, because when we start to talk and we agree with each other, or we are being challenged by each other, we like to collaborate. And the cool thing is, if we start to collaborate, then hopefully innovations will happen. So that's basically the triangle that the Blinc Innovation is working with. So basically what we do is we connect, we stimulate collaboration, and hopefully then we will facilitate innovation.
And of course, we've seen over COVID, of course, a lot of this crisis has bred innovation. So we should let's start to get into how many didn't waste an opportunity, and how sometimes these things breed things we would have never imagined possible.
Yeah, the cool thing is, like, it was triggered. The owner of Farmers Weekly and myself, we were stunned when people were saying, well, we need to restart our economy, we need to revitalize. And we were like saying, well, how do you do that? Where's the button that you do that? Is it a key that you put in and that you can turn and then bloop, the economy starts again? No, of course it doesn't, because if it was that simple, we would have already done that. So basically then the two of us started to talk and basically decided, well, the only thing that would really help if we could start celebrating success, because who doesn't want to be part of a winning team? Who doesn't want to be successful? And so that's where this idea basically came from, because what we saw during COVID is that here in New Zealand, we are so innovative. We are so smart. We are so good in creating workarounds, and whether it's allowing people on your farm in a virtual way, or moving from a physical market into an online market, or suddenly getting help from people in your community, that suddenly your farmers market is suddenly something that you post on Facebook, and you've never done that before. So we were basically coming together, and that's where the idea came from. Let's celebrate success, and let's give people awards for that.
And we individually celebrate in silos across the industry. How does celebrating success, the awards, that is a collaboration between Blinc Innovation and Farmers Weekly, with award entries closing shortly, how do they differ in the different categories that you're looking for to celebrate?
Well, basically what we said, well, let's keep it really simple. Let's keep the threshold really low. So everybody that had a good idea and everybody that changed their way of working is welcome to enter. So the threshold is really low. So if I'm a beekeeper, or if I'm a horticulture person, or if I'm a year 12 or year 13 student and came up with a brilliant idea, you're very welcome to enter. We have 3 categories: on-farm innovation or on-farm success. After the farm gate, so basically from your farm to consumer type of innovation. So how did you start marketing a new product? And of course the tech input from the young minds that we have here in New Zealand, that are basically looking at the future tech creative innovation, mainly focused on year 12 and year 13 students.
And an amazing prize to target those year 12 and 13 students as well.
Absolutely. The year 12, year 13 students, if they can basically get a tuition-free undergraduate degree, or at least they still need to do their exams and stuff, but at least we will pay for their tuition. And for the businesses that actually enter with their success stories, basically what we'll offer them is something that is really custom made for them. So in other words, we're going to make sure that we will help them with some business guidance, or we help them with a connection towards another industry, so they can start working together and perhaps innovate a new diversification to the business system. So we will actually work with these winners to make sure that they have a price that really fits their need, and so that they can actually grow their business.
But sometimes it's absolutely not about the prize at all. It's very much about the fact that in New Zealand we have to breed and nurture a culture of celebrating success, full stop.
Absolutely. And the cool thing is, and that's where the partnership with Farmers Weekly is so brilliant. How cool will it be if you get the Farmers Weekly in the post and you flick it open, or even perhaps on the front page, it is your picture and your success story. So that is part of it as well. It is about really celebrating success. It is not about having a big prize or becoming a multimillionaire. No, it's basically helping our economy to move forward.
And as you said, a low threshold as well. So simple little things that you may have seen in either your team or else, of course, your own company pivot in over COVID to be able to celebrate success. Let's do it. Low threshold, just to be able to share those stories, because we talk a lot about the issues and problems within our sector, but often we don't talk about the people that found a simple solution. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us in studio. Blinc Innovation Director, Wim de Koning.
This is Sarah's Country.